quest that you get very early on in the game, so I wouldn't consider this a spoiler by any means. It's a very fun quest, but there is like one puzzle that will maybe solve, and you might not otherwise know how to do it. But we'll probably fail the first time, and that's okay too. Alright, here we've landed, and let's see what we got. Take everything you need. Yes, I did. Okay, alright, so they see me here already. And we're going to try and line up a couple of these guys, because we have those penetrator rounds. Oh, hi Sarah. Yes, very helpful. I'm doing a new playthrough actually, because I just mod my game too much and I break it. But I've got a very solid load order and wanted to do, something new before this big update came out, and then I'll almost certainly be picking this back up again. Where did that guy's body go? You never know. Oh, there it is. Was a weird one. Alright, and then there's one more guy. That's not him, is it? Oh, it is. Wow. I wouldn't have even seen him. Alright, and then we'll have a few guys that are like on the other side here. There's one. Yeah, I don't know why they put one guy so far away. Pop. Oh, who hit the pipe? Pop, pop. And then there's one more. There we go. Beautiful. This stealth archer build is just as good in Starfield as it was in Skyrim. I thought maybe that would explode. Can't always get what you want. Using a lot of mods, so if you have any questions about the mods I'm using, you can find a lot of that information in the description. Actually, you should be able to find all the mods in the description. Though it's just a list of them, so if you have a specific question about like what thing is doing this, you can ask and I usually will be able to tell you. These bodies are not appearing right where I've bagged them. That's okay. Or I guess that's the loot all feature, which has been working a little bit strangely since I last updated my mods. Let's see, we are to learn more about the Mantis or explore the lair of the Mantis. I was here from the beginning, and there were slates and messages from the Mantis all over the place. Some of it still around, I think. It's just that the Mantis is dead, and inside, who knows what we'll find. They're pretty excited. It's a message from Leon Moms, the Mantis. No way. I mean, the Mantis is a fairy tale. Something to keep pirates from going off the deep end. Because it's possible. She never talked about where she got her fortune, and man, she could handle herself anyway. Guy was looking right at me, but apparently did not see. miscellaneous items I'm carrying. Wow, and even that was not enough to get us under the weight we need. That is something else. Well, this is a fully new playthrough, so we don't have any of the extra abilities we would otherwise get. To say, for instance, negate the atmosphere debuff, in that we have a finite amount of oxygen to breathe. Alright, that one exploded. I'm not sure why. Oh, there's a fuel tank behind him. I thought he was just like he was playing with an explosive. Not quite. This is a really good early level dungeon because there's lots of bad guys, but also lots of beds. So as soon as you clear a bad guy out, you can take the bed. That's right there. Alright, I need this guy to peek. You gonna peek? Nope. Not looking like it. There he is. Hello. Oh, there's a couple of you. Alright, not bad. And I've got two Sarahs here because I used the old plug-in Sarah is Starborn, which luckily still works great because you can't find it anymore. If you need that, let me know and I'll upload it on Google Drive or something. It's not my work. There are articles that will tell you who actually did the work. It was not me. I'm not a modder. I think modders are great and appreciate all their work, and I feel sad that that mod did not get a chance to stick around. I should maybe line up my shots a little better. There we go. Loot. See, like, there's a lot of bits here that are good. A master lock, okay. And nothing good, like actual trash items. Alright. Let's keep going. Oh, where did you come from? I accidentally shot Sarah. Luckily, we can shoot through her, but like, man. If it's the same data slate as before. Sarah's saying something, but can't hear what it is. Hello, Sarah. And she's gone. She'll be summoned again soon. That's always the first thing that Starborn Sarah does. Alright. It's funny too because, I mean, obviously, we can't know that Sarah is Starborn from the, you know, she doesn't ever, like, she goes into a down state, but we don't get to see, like, if her body ragdolls or bursts into particles, because she only gets downed. Let's see here. Couple more in here. Is that turret on? No, it's not. I thought his name was Lacey. It's Livy. Oh, is this where... Oh, hi. We found you. Alright. And got her. Okay, now we can unlock this master computer, or we can shoot down these turrets, or we can try and do the puzzle. And I think what we will do is shoot down the turrets. Mark 10 turrets are no joke. Alright. And I'm using a really high damage weapon. And it's not typically a legendary weapon. I think it's just what do they call it? An epic weapon with 2 enchantments, but I've put a 3rd enchantment on it from a mod called Legendary, which is supposed to make normal NPCs drop legendary loot. And so far, it's given me a lot of enhanced clothing, like enchanted clothing, because I have another mod that does that, but it's not been kicking out like cool weapons and armor, so might have to mess with my load order a little bit. I'm dehydrated. What else is new? Alright, we're getting close here to the end, because we finished that puzzle room. We finished it in sort of a different way. Automated message. I'm sorry I could never show this layer to you. The layer is a secret that's been passed down for over 100 years, and there are rules. You remember when you were a teenager, all the training, the drills. All of it was to prepare you for this. I know you have it in you, Leon. Yeah, well, unfortunately, Leon did not have it in him. He was overwhelmed before he even had the chance to solve this puzzle, it seems. Which is really too bad. And what's this way? Oh, that's how we get out. I'm gonna drop a few items into the ship here just so we can try to move on. I'm still carrying like 1,200 weight. Crazy, but you know what? We gotta get that money because we gotta build ships. That's what it's all about. Now I think there's 1 or 2 robots in here. Maybe just one. Hello. That was the Mantis' Vasco. My darling boy, I haven't been the best mother these final days. I wish. What does she wish? Be a better Mantis. Be a better person than I was. We are gonna send this ship up to the surface. And, we're gonna see what it's like up top once we go in there. But first, there's a little room for us to loot. Just need to get a little bit of stamina back so I can do some sprinting and jumping. And you know what we are gonna do. We are gonna make a beeline here for the Mantis suit, and let's see what kind of enchantments we got. Let's see, all strength, acrobat, essencer, OT boosted, analyzer, optimizing, technician, lead line, assistant carry, overall mid enchantments, but that's okay. When I first played through this game, I did this quest kind of late, or maybe it was just at the right time, that this box here had a epic mag shot in it, and it was the weapon I used for the entire rest of the game. because I guess when I was here I'd already out-leveled, some of the loot rewards that are here. Yeah, so we don't know too much about, like, the Mantis. We know that she let down her son, and that she benches 400. Just kidding. She might, but also we don't know what the gravity is like here, so does it even make a difference? There is a computer here. I'll let you explore those entries on your own. So I purposefully haven't read too much of the detailed stuff, in case someone has not done this quest and wants to do it on their own. Then they certainly, they can and they should. Alright, then we're gonna go and check out this Razor Leaf ship. I thought that I had installed a mod for the Cryozet Mantis suit, but it appears I did not. So, we just have the default Mantis suit, which is admittedly, it's not the most interesting to look at. Oh, look, that was the last thing we needed, was that automated message. The mantle of the Mantis is a heavy burden. Oh yeah. Somebody's gotta keep these jackanapes in check. You can do so much good. The spacers and pirates need someone to fear. To make them realize some lines cannot be crossed. You have it in you, Leon. I know you do. Stay sharp, focused, just a little further. And unfortunately, it would be too far for him to go. So this is the Razor Leaf ship. We'll get a good look at the inside. You come into these quarters here. There's a single bed, which I don't recall if this is Deimos or Stroud. But this, I think, is a 2x1 captain's quarters. And I believe it always has a med bag sitting right there, which is cool. And then we have this cockpit with a little bit of goodies inside. It's a really minimalist ship, it's very much like a one-person ship. I think there are even some smaller cockpits they could have gone with. But my favorite part of the ship is this right here. It's the armory. I love to have an armory on a ship. I think it's so cool. And if you actually go back on my channel, I still have my original universe uploaded in the videos, which is crazy actually now that I think about it. And most of my ship was just these armories, so that I could display all of my looted weapons and things. So that's a really exciting thing that I got to do back then. And I'm sort of debating doing the same thing when the update drops, is just starting from scratch, like it's a whole new game. And I think that is what I'll do, actually. I should have pressed the button to just disembark, but I didn't, unfortunately. Can I fast travel to my other ship from here? Nope. Cannot. Well, that's okay. Hopefully you didn't hear that vibration from my phone, but I'm actually almost certain you did. It's pretty noisy. But let's see, I'll take you on a little tour of what I do anytime I clear out abandoned hideout. So first things first, you gotta lock your doors. That's so important. Oh, looks like I've got a heat leech infestation. There's one outside here, and then is that really? Okay, that's water. I thought maybe that was another one way over there. Nope. This is a modified version of the ship that you get from your parents if you have the kid stuff trade. best ship you can get, and if you're new to the game, I highly recommend you check that out. I'm not going to be able to put a card in the video because I just don't have the time. I'm actually staining my deck this week, so I've got a lot of physical labor ahead of me, but go check that out on my other channel. It shouldn't be too hard to find. And that is a great ship, especially when you're starting out and you get some interesting interactions with it. I won't spoil anything, but highly recommend doing that. Alright, so we got heat leeches aboard. Unfortunately, I should not be using this 50 caliber ammo aboard a spaceship, you know, that just is a bad time. Okay. Sarah got that one. We've got 1 heat leech, 2 heat leech, and 3 heat leech. Okay, so what I do every time I get back on my ship is I first use my autopsy table. Oh, I'm still in combat. There's one of these leeches still to go. Where is it? Thanks, Heller. Good job. Heller's great, but man, he's he's not that effective of a combatant, I suppose is what I mean to say. Alright, so I have used my table here to turn all of our enemies into contraband. And then I come here to the module recycler. And I drop in anything that's not especially cool. Like, that's actually pretty cool. I love the Star Shard. I think it's my favorite weapon in the game. The Grendel. Too bad about the Grendel. It's a fun idea, but the weapon's just not very good once you get far enough into the game. Same with the Kraken. I wish the old Earth stuff was more effective too. We don't need to take the enchantments off our Mantis suit. That feels a little sacrilege. Valuable though. I think we saw that one. Alright. Oh, that's the Mantis pack. I think the Mantis pack is cool. That's the one part of it. And the helmet. I guess I really like both of those, but the suit just doesn't do it for me. A lot of tachyon stuff, so if we ever do, you know what, I think we should just equip this. It's pretty good. I don't know what enchantments are on the, what I'm using now, professional sensor chip ablative. Well, we can definitely figure that out, but I think we ought to use this, Mantis helmet if we can. And then anything here, nothing enchanted there either. Alright, now, do I have a mannequin in here? I don't. You'd think in an armory there'd be a mannequin, but let's just go ahead and set one of those up. See, I think that's in displays. Yeah, so I've got a couple mannequin options here. And I think we'll do this one just to have in the corner here. And it'll be our Mantis armor. Maybe we put it in this corner. Actually, so it's a little more secret from the crew, right? I can't see it around that corner. Oh, it's sort of in my screen here though, isn't it? Well, it's not a big deal. They go on all my missions, so surely they'll know that we are the Mantis. Even though it's like a sacred tradition thing. Alright. Looks sort of centered. You know, I could put it in this restroom, but it just feels a little bit off. Alright, and we will put onto you the Mantis spacesuit. use this mag shear very much. It's just something I got at the beginning of the game and really enjoyed, so I kept using it. I do use this phaser to capture bounties. That's why I have 2 brigs on my ship. It's because I use the non-lethal framework and the useful brigs mods, which adds a whole new dimension to the combat that you do, and you can roleplay more effectively as a freestar ranger, for instance, or do-gooder of your choice. The reason that I didn't do this while we were doing this today is just because I am trying to level up a perk, and the perk requires that I defeat enemies with a ballistic weapon. So that's why I was using that long-range weapon even at short distances. Alright, now that we're into the superiors, we're gonna check out what this stuff actually is. I like the Tracker's Alliance suit. I have a bunch of them though. Yeah, what's one more? This is a cool suit too. Actually, this helmet is awesome. I think it's in the base game, it's just like the drop ship helmet, but I might be wrong. Alright, and the packs as well. Drop a bunch of these in. I'm hoping that with the X-Tech stuff that comes in, that we'll be able to select our armor based on looks and be able to level up the other parts of it that just aren't as good. Look at that one. That's got a different color on it. That's interesting. Tracker's Alliance backpack pack. I don't think I know what that is. I'm sure that's from a mod, but don't ask me which one, because I'm really bad at knowing where the armor is from. And clothes too, but most of the clothing mods, of course, come from Cryo's Head and Zone 79, who do some awesome work in this game. Look how silly this helmet is. I think that's so silly. Why did they do that? Alright, and then apparel. We should have a lot of apparel that we need to sell. Neo City poncho. I think this is an underrated outfit. Look how stylish that is, actually. Alright, that's that. And then aid. I like to sell anything that I'm not going to use, so like this CBQX, and anything that's like heal gel or like bandages or whatever. I just use Panacea, so I don't ever need that stuff. Okay, good. That's everything I wanted to sell then, and then we put anything that we plan to keep into our ship's inventory. So that's gonna be that star shard, a couple of these suits, a backpack pack, which I hadn't seen before. All these outfits. It was exciting to find more reprobate tattoos. Those I found are a little bit rare, though I don't know why. Alright, and we put in all of the food because we use a mod that has our crew eat food. It might just be called Crew Eats Food. But it's a really good one. And I also have crew upkeep on just to spend more money in the game. Because there's not enough to spend money on. Although once this asteroid base gets here, that is going to be a game changer. I can't drop that. It's a quest item. resources. Dump them all. Okay, and I guess... Oopsie. There we go. I'll drop 31 contraband and those 10 contraband as well. And then... Oops, that's resources. And then I jettison anything that doesn't sell for money. So I've got like 67 contraband items. That'll be fun, and anytime I have a bunch of that, I end up making a trip to the den. So I'll show you that as well. It's too bad that you can't just hit X from the star map onto the wolf system and go to the den. It wants to take you to the other moon or whatever, Pontum. Oh, excuse me, I actually wanted to go there. Alright. Turned off all my stuff because I guess I sat in the Mantis ship. Overshot it, but that's okay. Alright, let's board the ship here. Or I guess station. Now, this is the Den Astrodynamics. Is why you have all these amazing decorations and storage, and really just turns this place into a player home. It also upgrades the ship surfaces and gives them a stool to sit on. Same with Marcel here. He's also got a little stool if he wants to sit on it. A little place to cook his food and some things here to demonstrate. He's got a lot of credits. Well, let's go to our side of the counter and say, hello, Marcel. I'd like to see what you have for sale. And instead of buying what you have for sale, I will be selling you the most horrific thing you'll probably see all day. You want this Vivictus poster? Do you guys get this? Like, if you modify your ship, sometimes you'll get one of these into the ship's inventory. And I don't know where they come from, but you can drop these. But once you do, you can't pick them back up again. And they basically just float right in front of you, and they just stay there forever. You can't get rid of them. But I do like the Vivictus poster. This guy down here has like a box of them that he'll give you. I don't know if that's still, Wait, is Phil Hill here? There's a stack of, books there. But I don't know if that means Phil Hill is here or not. Look, she doesn't work here, but she's cleaning the tables because she's here all the time. I was surprised that she was not part of a quest.